You know why? You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Money gone, fuck friends. I need a homie that know me when all these motherfucking cops be on me. I got problems, ain't nobody calling back. Now what the fuck is happening with my ball and cat? Remember me, I'm your homie that was down the brawl, sipping Hennessy, hanging with the clowns and all. We used to do was drink, brew, screw, and come and knew we had bitches by the dozens. Oh, we fucking cousins, you can throw your middle finger if you feel me low. A nigga just got paid and we still was broke. It took time, but finally the cash was mine. All the rewards of a hustler, stuck in the ground. Look around, and all I see is snakes and fakes, just like scavengers, waiting to take a hustler's place. And when you stuck, where the fuck is all your friends? They straight busted, can't be trusted. Fuck y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Why, you stupid fuck. Look at you now. Look at you now.
Fuck all y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Why, you stupid fuck. Look at you now. Look at you now.
I'm sipping Tangeray and juicing what's the use, cause I'm a hopeless thug. Ain't no love, reminiscing on how close we were way back in the day, before they put the crack in the wake. Hey, how much money can you stack in the deck? It's getting rough, collecting calls from my niggas in cup. I recollect we used to ball, now just living's enough. I stand tall in the winter, summer, spring, and fall. Love for life, sprawled all across the wall and all. About my dollars, make me wanna holler, drop an album, sell a million, give a fuck about tomorrow. I know it's getting crazy after dark, these bars. Keep on huffing and puffing, ain't no fear in my heart. What's going on in the ghetto? Still struggling to strive. I still roll with the heater, smoking chocolate top. In 94, I'll be going solo. Too many problems of my own, so I'm rolling dolo. Fuck all y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me.
That's
Don't
right.
fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Why, you stupid fuck. Look at you now. Look at you now.
Fuck all y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Why, you stupid fuck. Look at you now. Look at you now.
I went from rags to riches, quick to socializing with the baddest bitches. Went from a bucket to a rag with switches. I'm seeing death around the corner. I'm pumping Doria, doing 90 cause I wanna. I'm getting high like I said it was some chocolate time. Is this some Indonesia? Watch me fry, and even though I know the cops behind.
What is going on, everybody? This is Fight Guys. This is episode 9. We're coming at you with the heat, with the fire. As per normal, it is a little bit busier times for myself right now with some school going on. So the next couple of weeks. So other than being busy and not being able to do the weekly breakdowns and stuff like that, Fight Guys kind of gets like pushed around and stuff like that depending on the variability. But Thursdays usually are kind of the best.
Yeah, probably for the next couple of weeks, but we'll probably be going around on Thursdays. But yeah, how's it going, Serge?
Good. How are you, Dan?
Good, man. Always good to especially break down some not break down some fights, but just talk about some fights.
Absolutely.
Talk with everybody. Obviously, anybody can chime in the chat. Talk about fights. That's what we're here to do on usually on Tuesdays, but yeah, like we said, probably Thursdays for the next couple of weeks. But anywhere in specific you want to start this week, Serge?
Oh man, I think I think we'll start. Is it fair to say we start at the top? We start where
oh yeah, I guess we gotta
where it all kind of fell apart for us, and Michael Chandler getting knocked out to start the second round of we saw those judges, the two judges give him the 10-8 for the first round. We saw the potential, man. We were wowed. We thought it could even, he might even be able to stop him right then and there. And then, Charles Oliveira just does exactly what he's known for, being unpredictable and being savvy, just being crafty, being able to knock you out, being able to stop you with kicks, punches, submissions, whatever he needs, right? So is it surprising? Yes, no. I mean, does it suck, man? I'm heartbroken. I have been heartbroken. My heart is still healing from Michael Chandler taking the loss, but it's on from that. He had the potential to do it. Obviously, that it was there. His shot was right there. It was very, very close. But these things happen. These things happen. So let's just hope he can bounce back and work from there.
Yeah, I was devastated to say the least. Obviously, like especially like as you said, like with the success in the first round, couldn't be more ecstatic going into that second round with the momentum he had. That being said, I absolutely disagree with the 10-8. That's absolutely preposterous. Those judges all night were on absolute crack. Like some of the shit that we were seeing, it was like we were. It was leading up to something crazy happening on the main event. I do think we probably would have seen Oliveira get robbed if it went the distance, no matter no matter what, because like it's absolutely ridiculous to score that 10-8 when there was that much control time in the choke from Oliveira. Absolutely absurd. The guy can't get 10-8'd when he almost finishes a guy for like
that's the whole problem.
30 plus seconds.
These judges, bro, and they're judges that are coming.
Oh, that's what I mean. I think
they're
so. We
coming
say
from
10-8.
Boxing, bro. So they see a knockdown.
Round.
They see a knockdown, and they're like, "Oh, it's 10-8." You know what I mean? Like they don't.
That's not even consistent either. It's absolute horseshit. Like it's
I know, but you can get a string of judges that are I don't know, maybe all. Right,
I think it was coming home for that. I think it might have been coming home for the American in Houston. That's kind of what I think. But
it'd be beautiful, man. I would have fucking
up the scorecards, but obviously it didn't go that way. It was an absolute awesome fight for as long as it lasted, though. Yeah. Two guys absolutely brought it. It was a very good card, top to bottom. Is there any other fights in particular that you want to touch on? Because obviously, is there anything else specific on Michael Chandler? Because obviously, we'll see what's next for him. But absolutely love the fact that he got a shot. Like I said, I think it was one of his better opportunities. I'm glad he had the opportunity. Wish it went better, but fuck, it was an awesome night. It was an awesome moment. Like especially like win or loss. So, yeah, it was a great week. Looking forward to Michael Chandler. So not necessarily going to be completely sad about it.
Yeah, I mean, like it was a great week. Still looking forward to Michael Chandler and all that he brings to us as a fighter and as a person in the UFC. I mean, it kind of sucks that it happened that way, but we've now got ourselves a new crown king at 155, and Charles Oliveira, a guy who's been very deserving of it, a guy who's been there guy who's been in the UFC for forever.
So he now has 21. The most finishes in UFC history.
Now is the most finishes in UFC history.
The most submissions in UFC history.
Set 2 records in that fight when he did that to Michael Chandler. So
what was the second one?
I don't even know.
I don't know if why do you say 2?
Because I saw a photo and shit like that. I just never read it. I just
definitely could have been another one, but I know he has now the most finishes for sure, and he already had the most submissions. So obviously, didn't get the submission there.
I saw
but and like I wish I was able to watch the fight back. I wish they added to Fight Pass sooner than they do. But what I do remember, like Oliveira's ability to stay alive when he got hurt there, because he did get absolutely fucking bombed by that right hand. And then like I just remember his head movement on the ground. It was crazy. Like because he was still so in it. No, he was pretty much just. It was like it was.
No, he was.
It was maybe, and I think I saw Teddy out
too. You were saying it too.
Man, yeah, full credit to Oliveira. He's got a tough road ahead of him. Like, man, to cap off a career in the UFC with something like this, not to cap off in the sense that he's done, but like to cap off a run like that where there was a lot of ups and downs, going back, like having trouble making weight at 145 and all that. Even though he says not done at 145, you see that? He says I could still, obviously for the right price or whatever. You could probably that should be insane, but yeah, I think he's got a lot of potential. But where I would like to see, and I have seen other people commented on this, even though he has been in the UFC for how many years? It's a decade, right? It's 10 years.
I think so.
Yeah. He's lived in America for quite a while, obviously not full time. Mm-hmm. Trains a lot in Houston, where the fight was. Guy doesn't speak a lick English. Like doesn't speak.
It's kind of crazy.
Like, obviously, we've seen it with guys before, but like with that's like. But I'd say like Aldo and stuff like that are like last generation kind of like. If you're a star like this in the lightweight division, if you're going to be up there talking shit with Michael Chandler, talking shit with Poirier, with McGregor potentially, you can't just be fucking speaking Portuguese and let McGregor just clown you and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's McGregor's way in.
It's gonna be fucking exactly. It's gonna be fucking. So like, and then especially like, he doesn't have the time to do it now. But like, I would like to see. And I think at the end of the day, everybody respects a little bit, like at least effort. Maybe he just doesn't like it, He just doesn't think he has good English. But like people respect effort. And I think everybody respects the effort if you try and communicate a little bit. So, yeah, very interested to see what the roadmap is. So we obviously saw Benil, and then who got the win against Tony.
Yep.
Calling him out. Obviously, I'll let you. You can go ahead. So that's kind of segues into the next fight.
No, I mean like that's just like that's just exactly what it was. He got the win over Tony, like we said. I mean, wasn't kind of at the end of the day picking with my heart at that one, but knew that Benil would probably come out of the better end of it. Tony surviving some difficult positions, some disgusting submissions once again.
Vicious knee bar with him just. With him, it's pretty much like, it was gross. That one was gross. That one was almost worse for me than the armbar.
Well, it was his ankle. It was his ankle. I thought it was his ankle.
Oh, yeah, it might have been ankle. It was ankle lock, yeah.
It was like his fucking ankle.
But you literally just hear but like it's like he stopped defending and then he literally just like lurched back in pain and started searing pain. And I remember commentating and be like, okay, so what sport is it? Like, it's like, because in submission underground, obviously they're fucking ending that. Obviously, in any submission tournament, they're ending that fight immediately. But apparently, you can just sit there and be like, just endure, just tendons being snap, just bite through it. Apparently, that's just allowed. Just say, fuck it. You're just allowed to let athletes just. But you can't protect the athlete then. But honestly, don't you agree though? You should protect the athlete. Don't let him be an idiot. You see him like that with his face. At the same time though, it's a tough line because a lot of people like getting out of submissions. You can almost get choked and stuff like that. But that was fucked up. It's more so a joke though. I don't really mean it seriously. Like I don't remember who the judge or the ref was, but I'm not really going after them in that sense. But. Yeah, it wasn't the most entertaining fight, but definitely a good performance by Benil to get it done.
Yeah, it was. It was in Benil now, getting the kind of bump up he deserved, bumped up now to the third place. I think that's always kind of an interesting kind of outlook.
Because now he's on a seven fight win streak.
Yeah.
In kind of like the second, the second leg of his UFC career, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and he's looking dangerous. It's gonna take.
It is insane when you think about it, though. When you really break it down with Benil, the fact that like people say like he like, and then I've said it this was him this is kind of him reaching the very upper echelon of the division, but he's pretty much been here before, just in a different era, right? Like what was that, like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
No, I guess it was. Before he took those losses to Barboza, or took that loss to Barboza, maybe like 2016, maybe. No, probably no. It was 2015 after beating Michael Johnson, right? Like beating Michael Johnson in 2015 was massive.
Massive.
And then I think he got injured, right? And then he came back, lost Chiesa, and then went, including that fight, 2, 3, and 1 over his next 5.
Yeah.
Or 6, sorry. That was stupid math. But and then doing this, it's absolutely astounding. And like he was saying, he's like, Oliveira, now you owe me a fight, because remember, obviously they were booked to fight previously. I can't remember when was that canceled.
When was that supposed to be? That was supposed to be in the summertime.
That was
maybe last year.
October
of last year.
3rd. October 3rd of last year.
No, yeah. Sometime of last year.
Not that long ago at all. And obviously now he's at number 3. Obviously they're not going to be fighting anytime soon, but Neil's up there now. He needs a fight unless it's going to be somebody like pretty much you got Justin Gaethje, who according to Dana White is next for the title. So like, are we going to get Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje? Is Dana White gonna probably fucking not? I don't think so. Doesn't make fucking any sense to me. Even really, like,
no, you're getting snake botted on that one.
But like at this point, it does work perfectly for the UFC though. It did work out. Obviously, like this is what the UFC wanted. They wanted obviously whoever won. They have a guy who had not lost to Khabib, who obviously we all know fucking Oliveira would have got fucking probably demolished by Khabib. You can make the argument, wow, you never know, anything's possible, yada yada yada. At this point, you can make the argument there is the UFC's like can spin this new narrative now, and that coupled with the heat that's got coming out of Poirier and McGregor 3, there's a lot of interesting things going on that way, and I honestly have no idea what's gonna happen next. Who knows who Oliveira is gonna fight? But who do you think the most likely person is?
I think they'll probably wait. Now that I think about it, maybe they use Oliveira as a piece to get out of the way. Maybe they do Oliveira and Gaethje. Maybe that's actually what they do.
Who does Beneil fight then?
You gotta think Oliveira did.
Because I do think I think they might. I think
we'll see.
Like, and I think Gaethje like because let's be honest, like. I mean, obviously, we were very, and I think we was very. It's not something that was hidden with, but we were very Team Chandler. Obviously, everybody knows we're still fucking Team Chandler. Mm-hmm. We ain't no fucking fair weather motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. And like maybe there are probably some things that we should have highlighted better, but like the fact that he could have got dropped and he could have got bombed by Oliveira at some point. Absolutely, it was always there. Like especially like he has got his chin tested in the past. Yeah, like maybe it's something we probably didn't highlight enough because we're kind of just like we're going with Chandler, kind of like. But like he did have that flaw, obviously, and obviously Gaethje has that same flaw, but in some capacities. But that's more so when he gets too aggressive, and that's kind of you could say Gaethje in the past. Mm-hmm. Like I think that's an absolutely outstanding fight. I think Gaethje would win that fight.
I think it gets someone out of the way too.
But I think I would take Gaethje in that fight personally. I think Gaethje could probably do the same thing. Not necessarily hurt him as much in the first round as Chandler did necessarily, but he could. But more so just like meticulously break him down, hopefully take less risks, and probably just finish Oliveira at some point. I think it is possible. I'm a huge Gaethje fan. Obviously, you know that. Obviously, Trevor might fit as well.
I think it would be a huge. It was a super interesting fight. I think that Charles Oliveira would be so alive on the ground, and just I would really look to see him. Honestly,
I don't think Gaethje. We don't see. But we don't see Gaethje offensively wrestle ever. So, I think obviously it was like. Yeah, Khabib got him down really easy, but like Oliveira ain't gonna fucking do that. Like, so yeah, I think it's an awesome fight, and I think realistically, like pretty much any fight now, like between anybody matched up in that 3-4. So it's obviously Oliveira the champion, Poirier 1, Gaethje 2, Beneil 3. Is that what it is?
Sorry about that, yawn, people. Poirier 1, Gaethje 2, Beneil 3, Chandler 4, Connor 5, Tony 6, RDA 7, Hooker 8, Felder 9. Wow, imagine they do Felder Hooker again. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
It's now like who the hell does the Beneil fight? Like he's not gonna fight Dan Hooker. That doesn't make any sense.
That's why I don't understand. That's why when I saw they bumped them 6 spots, I was like, I get it.
He should be there though. He should be there.
I get it.
But it's tough now. Yeah, you're right.
The division is so murky now. Like as far as how they're gonna find outcomes for this. That's why if they can get Charles Oliveira to accept the fight quick, defend his start. Getting little diamonds for
I doubt it. I don't think we see Oliveira for like.
But
we could, but I doubt it. I don't think we see him for like 6-7 months.
And if they can,
at least.
And if they can, then they gotta slide someone like Justin Gaethje in there and get that fight done.
100%, because like, especially if Conor wins this fucking fight.
Well, you already know if Conor wins this fight, he's gonna wait. If fucking Poirier wins this fight, he's gonna wait. These guys aren't gonna be like winning these fights and be like,
especially after this big payday, after this rubber match, like both.
Get paid.
I don't think either guy fights this year. I think probably no matter what, I think even if we see Oliveira fight in like November or December, it'll probably be against Justin Gaethje. The more that I think about it, they won't fuck Gaethje to the point of just saying, yeah, we'll just do Beneil Oliveira for the title, because I also just don't think there's
That's
really.
what I mean. Like, it's gonna be Gaethje. It's gonna be
Because now
Gaethje.
it's
They
not just
need
like,
to,
oh, you
though.
beat. Now it's not like, because it's not just like you beat
Well, they
Tony.
need to, like I
fight.
said, yeah. Go ahead.
No, because he does need, because Beneil needs one more top level guy. He needs.
I don't even think he does though. Like,
obviously, I don't think even Tony is a
Beneil
top
can sit
5
in the
guy.
wings. Beneil can sit in the wing. Like, Beneil could sit
He
there
needs
in
a
the
fight.
wings.
No, he needs a fight. But like, who?
He needs a fight.
He's never gonna get. No, he will never fight Conor McGregor, ever.
Imagine.
He
I'm
never
not
will.
saying that. I'm
Unfortunately
not
for
saying that. I'm
Beneil,
not saying
I love
that.
the
I'm not
guy.
saying
I'm a
that.
massive fan. He'll never fight Conor
I'm
McGregor.
not saying that. It's fuck Conor McGregor. We don't care
So
about him.
he'll fight Poirier if it's for the title probably, unless Poirier fucking loses. He fight him versus Poirier. Actually,
I just thought about it. Conor, if he. No, if he.
Obviously, I'm team.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to start writing.
No. But I'm team Poirier. But let's say this, and
no, I'm not talking about that fight though. But yeah.
No, but let me say, like, if Conor wins that fight,
yeah.
I think you then you do Beneil versus Dustin. Conor is then in waiting. Conor's then in waiting to fight the winner of Oliveira versus Gaethje.
Wait, say that again. So if Conor wins.
If Conor wins. Because if Dustin wins, Conor is 0% chance of fighting Beneil Dariush. 0. If he loses, we may just see Conor retire from MMA.
I think that's more so the latter is more so likely, but
there's something they're both. They're not. They can both be equally likely because they're both 100% accurate.
Yeah,
we will never see him in the octagon against Beneil Dariush.
It won't happen.
Because I don't think Beneil will get the title in the next short span, and I think Conor only really has this next little short stretch.
I don't think Beneil has much longer either. I don't think Beneil.
Yes, he does, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You always fucking. He was fucking he's
saying
30-2, bro. Like,
he was saying it. He was saying it though. He was saying even I'm older.
No, you're always like, yeah. Keep looking down. Keep looking down on Benny. You'll see him at the fucking.
Never have.
He could get the strap 100% at some point. It's not necessarily going to be easy, but like, he's not the most flashy guy.
No, but I'm saying. I
There's
don't know. Well, then he should just wait and let it all play out.
Bro, what are we fucking talking about? Michael fucking Chandler versus fucking Beneil Dariush.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say more so.
I don't know why I'm not fucking.
So if Conor, I was going to say, if Conor loses,
no. Just completely forget about those two guys. They forget about Poirier and McGregor now. Yeah. Because especially if Poirier loses, he'll probably take a little bit of time off. We could see him take. I can imagine that.
What up, Jay Blues? Hope you're doing good, man.
Especially after getting that nice payday. But no, yeah, I think now we do Beneil Dariush versus Michael Chandler. Justin Gaethje fights Oliveira for the title.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. It's way easier. It's way cleaner. I think that's probably what'll happen. And then we probably see Oliveira versus Gaethje in like September, October. Hopefully.
Halloween.
Because I don't think, obviously, Oliveira didn't take too much damage. Wasn't too banged up.
That's what I mean, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Can they get him to do a quick turnaround? It doesn't matter, though. Like, not that.
Probably, for a price, they'll probably have a sweet renegotiation.
I wonder if you can pull the diamonds off that belt once you get it.
I don't think the ones that are in there are real diamonds. Like the ones that they replace with rubies, I think is some just bullshit. Because why would like?
That's crap.
All right, whatever. But yeah, is there any other? I guess there's a couple other people we should shout out. That pretty much does it for those top two fights in the kind of the map forward for the lightweight division. But Obviously, we'll shout out that crazy finish with Edson Barboza in that third round.
Honorable mention to Edson Barboza. And
That was
Shane
absolutely
Burgos.
insanity.
Whoa, that was crazy, man.
Yeah, especially obviously, I remember my stupid ass fucking called third round, didn't bet it, missed out big money there. Shout out to Andre Muniz, obviously getting the armbar in the first round, breaking Jacare's arm.
Yeah, pretty much inverting Jacare's arm.
It was a weird position though. It was a weird, and he had, but obviously great win for Lando Venata.
My boy Lando
good pick there, Serge.
Turned it back.
Yeah, and I think that's good for that card. Unless anybody in the comments has anything they want to shout out there, but no, it was great. It was a good event.
Oh, and shout out to fucking. Shout out to Christos Hagos getting our.
Oh yeah, the crazy under 1.5 and under 2.5 with that early second round finish, right?
Yep.
Way to go, Yagos.
Shout out to Yagos.
No, but yeah, good event. But obviously, we know like UFC doesn't really miss anymore, and like you could say, wasn't like the heaviest for a pay-per-view. Obviously, we had a couple cancellations, but as we say, when you're a fight guy, like when you're watching these fights every week, doesn't really matter at the end of the day what week we really see them because we're watching them.
Not at all.
We're seeing them anyway. If you just say, oh, we can get it on the fight especially with Edmund Sebastian fight this week against my mind's blanking me against Jack Manson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you just move it back a week, I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. Even though it's not gonna, but I don't know. I guess that's kind of wraps it up for the UFC event. I think. Anything else you want to say, Serge?
No, other than that, it was just a pretty good event. I enjoyed it. Like, and as always, people, we're always doing these live on the channel here. So feel free to come stop by, hop in, shoot some comments, try and make some money with us, watch us lose money, do whatever. But we don't lose. That's an anomaly. So.
And there wasn't really much other stuff happening that week. As far as MMA events, it was actually probably one of the quieter weeks in the last couple months. Really, there was obviously the big win for Arjan Bular against Brandon Vera, who actually fights out of Canada, right? Fights out of BC.
What are we talking about right now? What do you want to?
The ONE FC in the ONE FC
that happened last week.
Yeah, the ONE FC. Remember, it was early on Saturday. I did not watch it.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
But I saw the highlight of.
No, I didn't watch it at all.
Of the finish. Yeah, second round ground and pound. He's
really?
Like the guy, he carries like the thing.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
I know who he is. I know who he is. We were talking.
Actually,
about him
two Canadians got a win on.
Because me and you talked about it, and we're like, I'm not getting up at 8:30 in the morning to fucking watch that.
No. Yeah, especially I sleep in on Saturdays for sure.
Yeah, I'm sleeping the fuck in on Saturday.
But yeah, two Canadians got a win. Actually, Gary showed it to Gary Mangat, but
Canada
obviously huge, not only for Canadian, but for like an Indian Canadian. Obviously, like he's. That's massive. You don't really tend to see many people of Indian descent becoming champions in large mixed martial arts.
Actually,
like to
MMA. Be fair, there is a couple now in my mind that are Canadian, that are Canadian Indian descent.
No, for sure. But I'm saying as far as champions of Indian descent. I don't think there is many. I don't think there is another one in mixed martial arts.
Championship?
Yeah, that was for their.
Was that the main event?
Yeah, I think that's their MMA heavyweight championship against Brandon Vera. He won that.
Okay, interesting. I saw that it was. I just
obviously Brandon Vera is not the toughest competition. It's kind of an interesting thing for a title, especially with the. Brandon Vera coming off a loss, but I'm not going to take it away from Villar. Shout out to him, and but yeah, that's pretty much it. Does it for pretty much the last week of fights. It wasn't anything too crazy, unless there's anything else you want to touch on, Serge?
No, there's really nothing I want to touch on pretty much in that last week of fights. I think we can start moving on and go through.
Yeah, there was an LFA event, but I didn't catch that.
No, we can kind of roll through Bellator at this point. I think.
Well, you want to start with the Invicta actually before you, because I think we'll just start, there's the Invicta's making its first appearance of 2021. I look at since 2019, right? There was no Invicta in 2020, was there?
No, they took the year off. It was completely you're right.
Yeah, I don't think there was a special event, and then this is their rebrand, I guess you could kind of call it. It's not obviously a complete rebrand, but kind of similar to as we've seen with Bellator making their appearance with Showtime. Now we have Invicta on Access TV. So
I love it. I think it's super interesting. I think it's super spicy. I think.
It's always good. It's always good to evolve, and it's always good to make changes, make new partnerships, get new audiences.
Access TV. What better a place to? I'm not gonna say it, but keep it. I like that more of these. We've talked about it before. I like that more of these organizations are signing deals with to be at least with broadcast providers to be put on broadcast and stuff like that. And I like that it gets it out there a little bit more. So I will take it at that.
Especially of course Invicta being one of the only female exclusive MMA organizations. It's kind of a huge hit not having them for as long as they did, and it's good for women out there getting these opportunities. And there is 2 title fights on the card with the atomweight championship. There is Alicia Zapatella versus Jessica Dalbani, and then at the vacant flyweight championship, it is Karina Rodriguez versus Dana Torquato.
You see Jay Blue's comment?
No, what's that? Sorry.
I just pulled it up on the screen. Got 3 new favorite fighters.
Is that Michelle Pajeda?
I think he means Michelle Pajeda. Ryan Hall and Yuri Prohaska.
No, well, if
some old Road FC. Hall might be the best grappler I've ever seen. That's for damn sure.
I don't know about that.
He's definitely very good. He's definitely his system that he's kind of.
Oh, the concoction that he has.
You can just tell guys are at a different level when they
puzzle.
Start. Yeah,
when you call it the puzzle that he's laid out in the octagon.
When they start developing their own kind of system, that's when guys are scary.
Because it's impossible. That's pretty much impossible to train for a guy like Ryan Hall.
Similar.
You can't really get. Shut the fuck up.
You can't to defend those kinds of submissions.
You can't. You can't train to do things that have never been taught, don't exist. Just foreign movements.
You're literally explaining my.
It's different. It's it's the absolute antithesis of Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall's all technique. You're none.
That's a lie.
Absolute void of technique. Ryan Hall is literally 100% technique all the time. You don't see any wasted movement.
Oh man!
But no, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Now we are moving on to the Bellator 259. This is a nice little spicy event we got here on Friday. Bellator's. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty happy with Bellator so far in 2021. If they're gonna keep coming with cards like this, Scott Coker, I may have to start. I may have to stop slandering your ass, but not anytime soon, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, so we do have a little bit of Bellator this Friday, which is always a little bit of a treat. It always gets me kind of warmed up for the weekend, warmed up for the UFC. Don't necessarily stream those. Maybe one day we will in the future or on someone else's platform. Maybe we'll kind of roll through and do some Bellator.
These fights, holy shit.
But normally Bellator's Friday nights are normally my chilling nights or I have a couple of drinks. More drinks than I would on air. What I drink on air is child's play.
Okay.
No, there's some nights where I go nuts, but normally if there's Bellator on, I normally go and watch with my uncle or something like that. So, but at the same time, Bellator is just, in my opinion, this weekend is kind of a nice little draw. I do think there's, other than just Cyborg being the headline event, and because I really don't think that, a Leslie Smith Chris Cyborg fight doesn't really, pull me in. I like to see Darian Caldwell
Unless
fighting.
you like making money off betting round one. I don't know what the line is, but
Obviously we know PVZ is going to be there for Austin Vanderford and fighting Fabian Edwards.
Sorry, we won't say much on the Cyborg fight. But I just want to say, for those that don't know, Cyborg has previously fought Leslie Smith in the UFC and finished her within a minute, or she finished her 1 minute and 21 seconds in the first round. So I don't think this fight's gonna be going too much different, to be honest.
It's gonna be interesting. Can Leslie Smith survive longer than one round?
Yeah, maybe we just blame money on round two. Say survive Leslie.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Could definitely turn into it if there's some sort of crazy money tilt on round one. That could definitely be the play if I'm looking into the future
That's
right
what
now.
I'm saying. I can already see it happening. What do you mean the future? You mean like 24 hours from now?
Because we don't see lines, because the lines don't exist, so it is the future.
What if they're already out on? You check any other sites?
No, whatever. I'll wait. No, I'll wait.
Whatever.
I'll wait.
I'm excited to see Austin Vanderford. Obviously, PVZ will be there taking on Fabian Edwards. Fabian Edwards is
great fight.
The assassin. I think that's a hard fight for Austin Vanderford.
Brother of Leon Edwards, for those that don't know.
I do see that. I do see Vanderford probably trying to use his jiu-jitsu and take it to the mat and try and work from there and not stand with Fabian. But we will see. It's gonna be kind of an interesting fight. It's gonna be a banger of a fight. Big old scrap at 185. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Like I said, looking forward to see the Darian Caldwell Leonardo Hugo fight. Those guys are always fun to watch. Darian Caldwell always fun to watch. Always down to watch a good little scrap, especially at 135 pounds. I mean, it's a weird kind of spot to have the co-main. I thought they might even have Vanderford and Edwards there, but nonetheless, it doesn't really matter. You got Jalal Willis and Mekun Mendoka. I don't even know. I don't know if I've seen Mendoka before. Let me tell you. No, he's from LFA.
Yeah, I don't. You've probably seen him fight. We just can't pick it out of. Yeah, we've probably seen this guy fight. You're saying he fought 3 times in the second half of 2020? You probably saw him fight once.
I think I saw him way back in the day, to be honest.
Okay. Maybe.
I think I saw him back in 2018 on the Melender versus... No, maybe not.
You skipped right over, though, Valerie Loretta versus Hannah Guy. My girl Valerie Loretta. For those who are making the mistake of not following her on whatever social media you are on, fix that mistake. Remedy it.
Man, I'll agree with you, but I'll just skip right over it. Satterwad.
No. I don't know, because I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna respect her, both her beauty. I'm also gonna say she's a hell of a fighter as well. She'll probably. Will she finish this chick? Let me see one sec. Hannah Guy, Hurricane. Yeah, probably. She'll probably finish her. Now you can move on.
Keep talking for a second. I gotta look something up.
No, but yeah, for those of you you who did not see Valerie Loretta's previous fight and finish, it was a great second round finish. Beat that chick's ass.
Holy!
Who was
shit.
talking a lot of shit too, and being like calling her out, saying, "Oh, you just like show your ass on the internet, yada yada yada." Not like a real fighter, and then just went in there and beat her ass. Because, like, you can fucking do both, people. It's not fucking that trip. You find what you're looking for there, Serge?
I know exactly what I'm looking for. Questions have been answered. Good to go. Kind of rolling down the card. You see Satterwad fighting. taking on Nate Andrews. That'll be
Good
a
fight.
good little fight.
There's a lot of great fights. Grant Neal versus Tyree Fortune. That's a great fight.
The the identical brother of Tyrell Fortune. Did you know that? I didn't even know that. I was like, is
identical?
he? Yeah. Fraternal twin brother.
Scott Coker.
Fraternal twin brother.
That's fucking insane. UFC or fucking Scott Coker. Then I take back what I was saying earlier about maybe not calling you an idiot. You're an idiot. You know fucking promo skills. You have fucking twins.
Well, Tyrell Fortune, I think he's probably at the later end of his career, but
still, it's dope.
Still,
UFC doesn't have twins.
I guess that's. I guess you're right.
That's it. Scott, you gotta highlight your fucking differences. I'm just kidding, mostly though. But no, and obviously I was talking to you a little bit before, right before we went live. We got Brett Johns making his UFC debut, which is obviously that was a great signing, obviously by Bellator to get a guy on a win streak in the UFC and sign him like that. Obviously, that probably knocked up the Brinks truck there for him. Fighting a guy who had fought on Dana White's Contender Series and Danny Sabatello, who got the decision win. Was one of those guys, talked a lot of shit, wasn't that impressive. Dana White says, I'll pass. He ended up getting a win in, I think I watched it. Was it Island Fights? What was it?
No, it wasn't Island Fights. I thought it was
Titan FC.
Yeah, it was Titan FC. That's exactly what it was.
But obviously, Dan Sabatello, obviously, very wrestling-heavy game plan. I think he'll probably get absolutely run through by Brett Johns. So
it's gonna be a good fight, though.
Should be good. Should be a good parlay piece. From being honest, when you're losing to guys like Algio and Pedro Munoz, and then getting a good win streak getting started against Tony Gravely and Montel Jackson, I mean, Danny Sabatello is just that's not nearly on the same level.
No, man, like they've got this whole card stacked, even the first card of the fight.
Should be good. Starts at 6 on Friday. Hopefully, I don't get bogged down too much by work. I got a beer in my hand by 5:30, and we're watching these fights.
Yeah,
but
sounds good.
Yeah, on to well, I guess we'll start rolling through kind of a bit of news and whatnot before we start going into the main event of this week.
Well, anything else other than the Tony, unless you want me to talk about Tony.
Well, I guess we'll talk about Tony quickly because I guess we should have brought this up. When we were breaking down last week's card. But this was his social media post. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before that, coming out on Instagram. Obviously, this is some photo. Well, that definitely wasn't his face when he was getting an ankle lock.
Oh,
but
man, he's fucking like who's sending him these? Unless if he's making these,
he might have, but it was probably just in his. No, look right there. It's a UFC comic zone. He's obviously gonna put the creds right there. Oh, okay. Did you have the? There you go. I'll let you read this.
Okay, here. Okay.
You gotta get in the mindset too.
English.
You gotta get in like Tony's mindset. Like I said, this
I'm
is
gonna
say
the emojis.
This is quite
I'm gonna
coherent.
say the emojis though, because I like to do that. Current sailboat emoji. An active fighter is what I wanted to be. Graduation cap emoji. This is what I enjoy doing. 100 emoji. I'm completely regularly again.
Don't say emoji.
I'm competing regularly again for the fans. I like that, though. And supporters instead of once a year. No more icing the kicker and losing shelf life. Crew, like, I can't read it without the fucking emojis. They split me up.
No, but I'm saying don't just say the fucking word emoji every time. Say what it is.
That's what I did.
Like, what even is that? Are those leaves?
Okay, yeah, let me do my thing. You're fucking me up, bro. No more icing the kick. No more icing the football emoji, kicker, and losing shelf. Palm face emoji, life. Crew, Leafs falling emoji. I absolutely hate losing. 1, because I'm better than that, and 2, because 3 MFs.
333 MFs.
flex, snort out the nose, which I don't really know what the fuck I don't remember
like
that
flex.
means.
It's kind of like a flex.
Flex,
kinda.
like yeah, like
Big
piss off kind of thing. And then the 5, and he's giving you the 5, like the fuck you, like the get away from me, don't talk to me. The game has changed and my athleticism recognizes what needs to happen. This is my first time reading this. Is crazy. Graduation on emoji. Beyond gold medal number 1 emoji. Hungrier than a 155-pound weight cut. Stock going up emoji. Washed. What the fuck is that?
soap.
Okay, it is soap. Washed soap emoji up slightly. We're cleaning up my game better and better. Me, cactus emoji, Genta.
Gante. It's
Gante.
Gigante.
Taking longer than I wanted, but hey, anything can happen in Snapdown City. Pencil with writing on page emoji. Don't count me out. We're still growing. Small plant emoji. These guys don't want me to go toe to toe. Swords crossed emoji. That's a classic Tony fucking thing. Is that a glasses emoji?
Yeah, those are glasses.
Glasses emoji. I wouldn't either. Flex emoji. Smiley face glasses emoji. Congrats to Chuck and Benny on their much deserved
You gotta love Chuck.
victories. Alley-oop MFers. Sword crossed emojis.
Like no, pause right there though. Is that him just saying that's an alley-oop? Like
I don't know what the fuck he's trying to take credit for at this point. Alley-oop, motherfuckers. Sword crossed emoji. Glasses emoji. CSO championship only. American flag emoji. Trophy emoji. Mexican flag emoji. Hashtag if you ain't first, you're last. Classic Ricky Bobby line. Hashtag chew big red. That's a good one. Wait, if you don't chew big red, then fuck you. That's kind of our slogan. If you're not,
yeah, I think it's a shout out to us. Honestly, it might be a shout out to the podcast.
Talladega fights. Talladega fight. Tella. He's like thought he's spelled it right. Tella. Fucking kayak emoji. Dega fights. The Ballad of T-Ferg, and then a small.
I'd watch it.
Emoji. Hashtag Wing Wednesday. Blue, music notes. Fucking A. With a gi.
I think there's about a 79% chance he was watching Talladega Nights while making this tweet.
Wow. Tony, I love shit like that. Jay, I know Jay loves shit like that.
To you and Dougie, when I said that, hang that fucking shit in the Louvre. I think it might be the best thing he's ever.
No, he's just
put on social media.
That's actually
because it's very. It actually makes sense in some ways.
Yeah, but it just doesn't like. Who cares at this point? Like, I mean, fucking, it's craziness, man. He just posts so many of those little messages. Like, I feel like there's at least one a day. I don't even follow them anymore.
That's awesome, though.
They're fucking crazy. The photo's great.
Ugh.
He always has me laughing. It's always a good time. Always a good time, Tony.
But yeah, and obviously, like in his mind, and obviously full credit to him. And the guy's not. Guy says he's not done. He still wants to fight. Obviously, he's shown that he has not the level he once was. But maybe if it's a fight that against a guy that he maybe has actually a chance against reasonably at this point in his career, you'd see something. I think, but like as far as him fighting anybody top in the division, that's past, unfortunately.
Well, they already weighed in for the Bellator, I guess. I'm fucking stupid.
Well, yeah, of course.
Hugo missed weight.
Sorry, I was just getting to this real quick. I think this is all stuff we had announced previously. So kind of some stuff in news. We have Bilal Muhammad set to make his debut on the commentary team. Is that UFC Vegas 27? Would that be this week?
I don't know. I don't call them Vegas 27. I've never referred
to them
as Vegas.
This is the downfall of you and your anti system.
I don't fuck around like that. The Ballad of T Ferg. That'll be a good one.
It is. So yeah, we will see Bilal Muhammad in some form of the commentary, probably on like the side panel, probably before and after the fights, and probably in some intervals. So that's obviously massive for him. Good opportunity. We have a new date for Corey Sandhagen versus TJ Dillashaw. That's going to be going down on July 24th. Obviously, it's supposed to be happening a few weeks ago, but the fact that we have a new date is awesome. Not too far from now, obviously. Because it was the cut, right? Because it was the cut over.
They fucking. Jacare got his arm snapped, and they fucking said peace to the Gator. Thank you, Gator, for serving a long career in the UFC.
What?
Jacare Souza contract is already said will not be rescheduled by the UFC.
That was his last fight. That was his last fight.
Yes, and they will not be rescheduling his contract.
They can't fucking do that. I didn't know that was his last fight.
We were so up in the air for Jacare though, so I'm glad we were.
I'm glad. I lost money
on
on him. I put a little bit of money on him, I think.
So I was clapping my arms together.
Wow.
I was going nuts.
Did you just see that? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm looking through the news thing, man. I'm looking through the news thing, trying to get fucking news pieces. I'm just on the news thing for Tapology, just going through. These are all. It's just a post. It's
but that
just
was
a
today,
gauntlet.
though. I hadn't even seen that. That's all. That's
well, no,
crazy.
they said it. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday they said it.
Wow.
Obviously, we already talked about Jose Aldo, Pedro Munoz in the works for.
Jacare's a guy, though. Jacare's still a guy who dies at a certain level. He can still teach some young kids what's up. And some other organizations. I don't think he probably won't retire. We'll see.
What the fuck? Wow, eh? Bellator Dan, this is gonna be a good one for you. Bellator newcomer Danny Sabatello puts bantamweight champion Sergio Pettis on notice.
Guy's a fucking. Who's writing that fucking article?
I think it was SB Nation, but I'm probably wrong. You know, it's MMA
crap.
fighting. Wow.
You
know what the quote is too, and you know what the quote is too in the title, Dan? Quote, "I'll fuck that guy up."
Okay, man. Whatever. Fucking Sabatello. How about you get a fucking win?
Yeah.
In an
How about you
major
fucking
MMA
win this weekend first, buddy? How about you win this first?
In a major MMA organization.
That's what I mean. How about you fucking win this weekend first? That's wild sauce to me, man.
Fuck you. I can't wait to fucking bet all against you fucking big money this weekend. Talking shit about the champion. Focus on fucking Brett Johns, buddy. Oh shit. We also have Brian Kelleher versus Domingo Parlate, announced for August 21st UFC event. That should be a decent fight. Pedro Munoz versus Jose Aldo, booked for August 7th as well. That should also be an awesome fight. And I think there was also, this was kind of alluded to previously. I don't know if we covered it, but Uriah Hall versus Sean Strickland booked
Hope
for
the new job's doing
August
good, man.
7th.
I'm busy with kind of school right now too, so I feel you, man. Shit changes. And
After you this, how's it going, man?
Hope you're doing good though, man. Hope life's treating you well, man. Hope your day off's treating you well. We're just kind of talking this shit. Right, talking shit about some UFC news that's going on right now. I'm just reading a report right now. Wow, eh? Dan, you want to hear something funny? Or not funny? I mean, funny. I'm an asshole. It's not funny. I'm just smiling at it. UFC 262 has reportedly scored upwards of 300,000 pay-per-view buys domestically, leveling that event the lowest figures in regards to sales for the North American-based organization this year so far. The event, which seen the return of a live gate for the second pay-per-view event returning for the promotion, took place at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas.
Broke records with the live
scoring a reported attendance of 16,000, resulting in an estimated gate of $4,100,000. All that good stuff. Just
I guess I think that was record break. I think that just broke the record for the arena or whatever. I don't know, something like that. But I'm not that surprised by that. I didn't expect a massive number for that event.
Yeah,
to be honest, especially considering the caliber events that have put on so far this year.
I would agree.
Like neither Michael Chandler or Oliveira is a big name, and especially without if Nate Diaz was on this card, it probably would have done probably like 600, 700.
I feel this. I'm glad. That's what the streams are there for, man. You can go back and watch the shit, man. Like, oh, it sucks. Sometimes they're good reactions. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes we're fucking duking it out over a call, over a decision or something like that. But yeah, like I'm just looking at other numbers and stuff like that. I could totally see why. It kind of sucks that it only does that amount, and obviously you take some of those other pieces off, like we were talking about throughout the week. Some of those big pieces that make the card kind of.
Well, it's really the Nate one. The only one that really moved the dial is the Diaz. The other ones don't really make a difference as far as buys. But you have fucking Nate Diaz as a 5-round co-main. Like I said, I think that doubles. Yeah, double pay-per-views.
Yeah, agreed.
But we also apparently Diego Sanchez is reportedly parting ways with Joshua Fabia. Who knows if that's true? But let's hope it is.
Multiple outlets have reported on it. You would have to think so.
Yeah, but that could also people be like just easy fucking clicks. People just fucking clickbait bullshit.
Oh my god! There's 13 minutes ago, an article just got published. Anderson Silva won't roll out a Vitor Belfort rematch in boxing. Oh my god. Get out of here. Man, Anderson Silva, man, boxing looks absolutely...
let's not even talk about it. Like, let's kind of keep the precedent of not talking about, like, those kind of fights.
No, but just even him on the bag, Dan, like, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck about who he's fighting.
Let's talk about something awesome. I'm sorry. I'm going to completely ignore you. No. I'm going to ignore you and move on. So, staying on the subject of Edwards Diaz, so that has been moved to the Adesanya Vettori 2 pay-per-view, UFC 263. I think it'll still be 5 rounds. I don't think Nate would be budging on that. And so with Figueiredo Moreno 2 being the co-man, we're gonna have 3 5-minute or 5-round fights on
UFC's been stacking 263. It's been absolutely awesome.
That's gonna be crazy. That'll be a crazy event, especially but obviously that sets it up if there's any. Obviously, if any of those 3 fights drop out, then they still have 2. Obviously,
yeah,
2.
Of course, man. They're
great
always
co-main and main.
It's always smart, right? Now,
that should be a banger. And that's June 12th. Wow. Oh wow, that'll be when I'm. That could be actually. That'll be when I'm back. Actually, Pat. Wow. Crazy.
I mean, it doesn't mean anything, man.
It doesn't, but
you can wear a mask if you want.
That doesn't mean anything at all. It actually makes it harder. But I don't think there's really it wasn't too crazy of a week as far as bookings. I'm just scrolling through here to see if there's any other book fights I can find. Oh, here, Danny Roberts versus Tim Means. What did I just do? That's for event on June 19th, so the week after what we were just talking about. Aaron Blanchfield versus Sarah Alpar on September 4th. That's quite a ways away.
Whoa. Ray Borg. You want to hear this?
Do I?
Ray Borg set to fight for UAE Warriors on June 10th.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another article right below that talking about exactly what I said earlier. Houston crowd over Florida crowd for sure. They were fucking awesome. Houston
Clay Guida will fight Mark O. Madsen on August 21st. Trying to tee that one up for Mark.
Oh, wow.
Marco Madsen can't get that done. If Clay Guida beats Marco Madsen, then it's just like, holy shit. Okay, Clay. Okay, Clay. Fuck, man.
R.I.P. Ray Borg. But, man, I can't believe they're giving Clay... they're giving him Marco Madsen. Like, come on, man.
Gloria DePaula versus Cheyenne Bays on July 31st. Francisco Trinaldo. Oh wait, no, that's old. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Francisco Trinaldo will fight Muslim Salikov on June 19th. And I think that pretty much does it if we want to get into what we got coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a couple.
Actually, here's another one. Orion Koski versus Philip Rowe, July 31st.
Did I say the Fabian Edwards not afraid to wrestle with Vanderford? He's talking about it, literally exactly what I said.
Sorry, who? Sorry, what did you say?
Fabian Edwards apparently did in his interviews today, I guess, because they're they've already done their interviews and shit like that in the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Was talking about not being afraid to wrestle with Austin Vanderford to get the win.
Well, obviously, yeah, Vanderford's definitely going to be coming in to wrestle.
Vanderford's going to want to grapple.
I'm not surprised he's going to be saying that. Jiyoon Kim versus Molly McCann, August 14th. Dakota Bush versus Rog Zhu on September 18th. And I think I have now exhausted the list. So, yeah, on to what we got going down on this Saturday. As we've kind of alluded to some of the events already, it's going to be an absolute banger of a fight night. You could say pretty much.
It's going to be very good.
You could say it's pretty much just on caliber, just top to bottom with what we saw last week. You can make the argument, but no, yeah, probably close. It's probably very close.
Yeah.
It'll be a great, and like we always say, like, especially as of late, UFC does not miss anymore. Like, all these events are good. So, like, there's never really a week you can take off, say, man, not the best event, because especially ones that we don't even expect, there's going to be awesome fights on Saturday. I can guarantee that.
Absolutely. And it's one of these things that in the UFC and the kind of the content that we get every week now, like Dana's been saying, even if, you have a couple duds, a couple sinkers in there, they're stacking these cards still. 13 fights a card. It's fucking wild madness. And I think that this week's fight night's going to be one of those solid ones where hopefully, with limited time to look at it, obviously being a lot fucking busier this week.
Yeah, there's some bangers.
That'd be awesome. I love it.
So the night gets kicked off with Damir Ismagulov versus who's on a 13-fight win streak, I believe. Obviously, 3-fight win streak in the UFC. Hasn't fought since August of 2019. Guy's an absolute killer. 22-1, fighting Rafael Alves. What a fight to kick off the card. Holy shit. And obviously Rafael Alves on a coming off his Contender Series second round finish. Wow.
No, we got a couple little sweet little fights, right? Fuck.
Then obviously, as we said earlier, Jack Hermanson versus Edmund Shabazian getting rebooked onto this one. That's going to be an awesome fight, which honestly, I'd say could go either way. It depends on what we see out of Shabazian this week. Mm-hmm. Dvorak versus Julian Paiva. That's an awesome fight. Obviously, we got Canadian girl Felicia Spencer versus Norma Dumont on our uncommon women's featherweight fight. Co-main event is Yan Xiaonan versus Carla Esparza, which is obviously a massive fight in the strawweight division to kind of shake things out, because obviously they're two of the biggest players, if you don't account for Joanna and Weili Zhang at this point. And if I wouldn't be surprised at all if Yan Xiaonan gets this win, that she's the next person to fight Rose Namajunas. Would not be surprised in the least. Just completely take her over Weili Zhang. I think we just they just won't even. They'll just completely ignore her. She'll just get pushed back in the program.
We could. I absolutely could. I'm more excited about Julian Paiva, as I always am.
I know, yeah, you're a huge fan.
At the end of the year, called him one of my dark horses, ranked very low on the
I think
list.
I said Dvorak was one of my dark horses. He might have been.
I don't know if I could consider him a dark horse. He was probably ranked fucking like, 6 or something at the end of the year.
What?
Was he ranked at the end of the year? Or was he not
What's
ranked?
he ranked right now?
I don't know. I think Paiva's like
ranked
15.
6. What do you want? Ketamine?
I don't know. I'm fucking super high and super tired.
Ranked 6th.
Not on ketamine, to clarify.
11th. They moved him always down one spot. Paiva's at 12.
Paiva's at 12. Okay.
I honestly, but I think he was my dark horse. So I think this actually could be a battle of our dark horses.
I don't like this fight for Paiva.
Da.
You really want to start axing up shit?
Oh, it's not a good fight. It's a very good. It's a very good fight, though. It is a very good fight.
It's a good fight, but it's a good fight for Dvorak, and I like Dvorak too. I don't think I've ever fucking bet against him. I think it's been one of these things where it's constantly by decision every single time. And I could totally see another grindy-ass fucking fight against Roland Paiva. In which it's a grindy wrestling decision, and Paiva's just forced to fucking get off the ground and get out of uncomfortable situations and stuff like that. But I like Paiva. I think he's got a lot of kind of underrated abilities for the division. I think it just comes with it. It's shown in his record. Man, I think he's a little bit dangerous, but at the same time, Dvorak is one of those grapplers you can't even mess with, so can't really touch. It's going to be
just kind of one of those guys, kind of similar to the guy on my photo, kind of guy who likes chess and who's also a very high level jiu-jitsu chess or a jiu-jitsu grappler. Very similar to Ryan Hall in many ways. Bill Algio versus Ricardo Hamos, also a great fight. Is that a rebook? I feel like that's rebooked.
That's rebooked. That fight fell out a couple
April 17th.
Yeah, that fight fell out
a little bit over a month ago.
I probably have the fucking notes for that actually. Wait.
So we will actually 100%. You probably have them. So we will probably have, and we also will have actually a competition not on Saturday, on Friday, not tomorrow night, not the Bellator. Tomorrow afternoon, it'll be Norma Dumont versus the Scales. Will she be able to come near 145? People, has she? Hopefully, she didn't fucking put on any weight since that fucking weight cut for the last fight, and just kept cutting and just kept fucking actually being or some semblance of shape to try and actually compete at the weight you're fucking contractually obligated to fucking compete at. Like,
and now she gets Felicia Spencer too, which is yikes.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking. If you're gonna go from fucking Aaron Blanchfield on short notice to Felicia Spencer, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. They're really.
I think no matter what, especially if it's, I can probably because if her ass does make the weight, she'll probably be drained, and then she's gonna get ragdolled by Felicia.
Yep.
And this is the first time that we're seeing Felicia since.
I could pick this fucking card right from here. I'd probably take Dvorak.
Sorry, I was just gonna say since her first fight since losing to Amanda Nunes for the title. So that was obviously a little bit under a year ago. We'll see how she comes off that.
At the start of the main card, there's no way that'll be at the start of the main card.
Which
Manson Shabazian fight?
No, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. I thought that'd be at the come-in.
And you know for a fact.
But honestly, obviously, number 5.
And you know for a fact, I'm not taking Shabazian. I'm taking Hermanson.
Nah, well, obviously, it's a bad matchup. I think for Shabazian, UFC's trying to say, and as they do it before, they say it's not. It's the UFC's not really tend to be like, especially if once you take that loss and like you're not the guy saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take John Jones's place, be the youngest champion ever." Yada yada yada, golden boy.
I hear
and then you get exposed by Derek Brunson. They do this thing, and they do it not just to him. They do it quite a bit. They're gonna say, "You have this weakness. We're gonna expose it until you fix it," which is, you could say, it's actually constructive for some people. They say they're gonna break you or they're gonna improve you.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. You're right. It's tough love from the UFC.
But we could definitely see Hermanson just coming in here for some sort of quick takedown and submission. That'd be my game plan if I was him.
I would say at the same time, though, you've seen Hermanson, like, in his last fight, like, had Vittori. It was a hard fight. It went to decision.
Yeah, but in my mind, that's a completely different matchup from a guy like Shabazian.
Yeah, of course. Hermanson's eye was fucked up early in that fight. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, and obviously, I think, both guys in many ways looking to make a statement.
Well, if you just think about I just don't. It's gonna be interesting, man. Yeah, I could literally pick this fucking whole card. Yeah, Hermanson, finish. Finish though. Do I see Shabazian getting finished twice in a row? That's probably unlikely, but
I don't know. What is it?
I'd take Hermanson.
But I think it'd be more like we see this.
Probably end up taking
submission.
Dvorak, Spencer.
What? And then you're going against your dark horse. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't think well, maybe it comes down to it. Maybe I will, but I don't think I'd take him over Dvorak. I just don't.
Big old hedge. It is a hell of a fight. I'm curious what the line is on it.
I wouldn't take him over Paiva. I'd take Felicia Spencer over Norma Dumont, like I was saying before. I'd take see, it's a good quiet. This one's
Paiva is a plus 120 underdog. It's pretty decent.
I'd take Tafa because honestly, that fight with fucking Philippe, which I rode away with the money on train. I remember that sweet split decision. I can still taste it.
That was
Justin Tafa and Carlos.
Yeah,
Philippe.
that was kind of a mess of. That fight was kind of gone, like that was a crazy fight. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm taking Tafa to beat Vandera. He's gonna want revenge on that one. That's a bad block. He could be probably calling that a bad loss. I'm sure he probably paints that in his head in that. And then I'm taking. I don't know, man. These women's fights are hard for me to pick.
I think I'm taking the Anzona, and I think she's the real deal. I think she's probably got. I think she's got what it takes to solve what Carlos Esparza has to offer. I think she's fought people who have grappling threats previously, like a Claudia Gadelia, and kind of just ran through them in many ways.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think she looked good on Saturday. She could be find herself in the octagon against the champion Thug Rose. So,
agreed, man.
Especially UFC likes to get fresh blood in there, and especially you could probably wouldn't be surprised if we see Joanna Whaley rematch. Yeah. I think that makes sense, and we see probably the Rose versus the winner of this fight, especially since she has that she has the loss to Esparza. So.
I hear that.
That'd be one. I think that'd be one of the only fights she'd have to avenge. Rose.
Gotta get one back for China, eh? I like that. And then
I guess Carolina Kovacevic. She never got revenge.
Who you?
And now on to the main event. Well, let's kind of get into it. Let's kind of just like talk it before we go straight to picks. Obviously, Rob Font. I think obviously you're a bigger fan of Rob Font than me. Not to say I'm not a fan of him, but I got to give credit to you. You've been a very outspoken fan of him, and the guy's a hell of a fighter. Obviously, he's been around for quite a while. Had quite a few fights. Maybe you could say definitely under the radar. Yeah. But as of late, looking absolutely phenomenal in the octagon.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see this fight. I think I love Cody Garbrandt too, aka Snake Neck. I'll be referring to him exclusively as Snake Neck this weekend. But good old Snake Neck, Cody Garbrandt, he is just.
Can you try and get some sort of soundbite of?
Yeah, I can do
John
it. I can do it. That's easy.
Snake Neck,
no,
and then
that's
you can just play it this weekend.
You can't play sound bites in this one. It have to be like a video.
Yeah, but it's on your phone. Yeah. You could just have it on your phone.
Oh yeah, of course.
And just have it as an audio message and just keep it Snake.
Yeah, I know, of course. Oh
That'd make my night.
I can do that. No problem. That's easy. That's easy. If I go his round to watch Bellator for sure.
And then I'll run through quickly. We got Rob Font's last 3 fights.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wins over Marlon Reyes, obviously getting that first round finish, December 2020. Ricky Simone, unanimous decision, December of 2019. Wow, he likes fighting in December, right? And then Sergio Pettis, December of 2018. First time he hasn't fought in December in like 4 years. Could be crazy.
I hear you.
Yeah, and then obviously Cody Garbrandt on the other side. Obviously, last fight getting that crazy finish at the buzzer at the end of the second round after that 3-fight knockout skid. But that fight, I want to rewatch that fight because I was meaning to, but before today, I'm going to be watching it probably tomorrow. Based on what I remember, it was a pretty competitive fight throughout the entire fight before the finish. I think this is like So while of course it's a massive win for Cody, I don't think you can necessarily he went out there and looked like the Cody of the past that we've seen. It wasn't Cody versus Dominic Cruz. It wasn't that sort of absolute killer, fluid guy who has complete like control and patience and ring generalship. And knows absolutely what he's doing. Not being too emotional. I don't think we'll maybe. I'm not gonna say we'll never see that Cody again, but like, especially after the 3-fight skid, it's gonna be hard to get back to that form. But I think that might be the form he's gonna need to be in to beat a guy like Rob Font. I think we're gonna have to see the best version of Cody Garbrandt to beat Rob Font.
We're gonna need to see an absolute amazing Cody Garbrandt, one that's gonna be looking away to close it, like the reach advantage for Rob Font is,
what is it again? I think it's like 5 or 6 inches.
I think it's 6.5. The reach advantage for Rob Font is significant against most fighters, and against Cody Garbrandt, like I said, it's 6.5-inch reach differential, and the ability to box like Rob Font does, use his jab effectively. Marlon Moraes, I mean, he's no slouch. I mean, I know his chin's been a little bit in question these last couple of fights, but even still, man, a shot like that, like a jab like that puts a guy out, that's huge. So the jab from Rob Font, the striking for Rob Font, I think it's totally.
Yeah, I don't know if the jab's going to knock out Cody Garbrandt, but the two might. Right behind it might.
I think the striking mind of Rob Font's really what brings a lot to it too, right? Like he's a very
in that camp,
very good striking mind, coaches a lot of guys, gives his
and has some expert coaches
cages
himself.
a lot of guys.
Off the top of my head, who is it's Mark Montoya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Clairvoyant Cody, let's go.
But
yeah, it's gonna be
a bang. Like Cody Garbrandt, obviously the guy's got fucking power too. Like we could definitely see a finish in this fight. I don't think Rob Font. When's Rob Font been finished?
I believe he has. I believe he got finished by years ago, a couple years ago.
Got guillotined by Pedro Munoz, but knocked out. I don't think he's ever been knocked out. No, he's never has been knocked out.
No. He's had
interesting,
sketchy little scenarios though. But
obviously, I think it goes with that. If the fight goes anywhere near the mat, I think. Well, maybe jiu-jitsu is probably pretty close. Maybe even edge to Rob Font. Obviously, wrestling definitely goes to Cody Garbrandt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we see much of either. I think it's pretty much a stand-up fight, but I just think Rob Font's just too long. He's too technical.
Agreed.
I think that we're going to see Cody Garbrandt probably continue to get frustrated for the jab, and instead of adapting to it, I think he's just going to keep getting frustrated. Going to start just trying to eat punches on his way in, which you can't do against Rob Font, and end up getting tagged with something beautiful, whether it's a feint jab, and then he gets caught something, or it's the 1-2, 1-3, or something like that. Or not 1-3, like 1-5 or something like that. And I'm a bigger fan of Cody Garbrandt than I've ever been. I used to not really like the guy, but I just don't think this is not the good match for him. I think that the UFC's fine with whoever wins this fight, but I think they'd like Rob Font to win it. I think this is a matchup that he could win, and it's a massive name for him to put on his resume and get his name right up there with the top guys. It's going to be an awesome fight there, and the reason that it's an absolute pick'em on the bookies line is because this fight could absolutely go either way.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. After this, Font gonna tilt Cody into emotion and keep trying to catch up. Yeah, that's probably the way I see it as well too. Like the way that me and Dan see it, happening the exact same way. It's
he's not gonna catch him. He's not gonna catch him with the same kind of shot that he caught a Sunset with. It's just not gonna happen. No. It was kind of
think about it, man.
It was a good shot, but Sunset ran right into that.
When the fuck
is
Rob Font gonna need to do that? When is he going to need to do that? Never. He's already got the advantage of 6.5.
The thing is, though, but
what if the pocket with fucking Cody?
We could see what if Cody Garbrandt starts pushing the grapple and starts getting him up in the fence, gets him in the clinch, mixes up takedowns.
That'll be when it gets interesting, but I still see him having success.
Then we see an interesting 25-minute fight.
Yeah, then it becomes an interesting 25.
I could maybe putting some money down on Garbrandt decision. But then again, if he starts employing that early, can he Is he going to be able to put on a 25-minute strong performance?
Exactly.
Man, there's so many variables. This fight's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait for this one. Hopefully we see it on Saturday.
It's like trying to guess what Mike Perry is thinking. I love it.
But yeah, we'll see what Snake Neck brings on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see what old Snake Neck comes out.
Snake Neck Saturday.
The party.
That's what
Snake Neck Saturdays. That's what we're calling this one.
That could just be the title of the stream this week.
Yeah, man, that'll do well with viewership numbers.
That'll be the same.
We promote the channel enough as it is. Fuck it, let's put it on Snake Neck Saturdays.
Well, yeah, no, I think that pretty much obviously does it for that event and kind of wrapping up what we got coming ahead of us. It's not a crazy entertaining or crazy heavy week as far as MMA goes, but should be good based on what we got.
It's pretty fucking heavy, bro.
But I mean, like usually, in weeks past we've got one FC Wednesday, PFL Thursday, and Bellator. Like at least, like I'm okay with it. Yeah, I mean, both you and I are okay with it. Only having 2 events, I'm not complaining at all. But no, yeah, both the Bellator tomorrow and the UFC on Saturday should be awesome. Absolutely. I think we actually, holy shit, never mind, we're not done. Like we do have a submission underground. We have a submission underground on Sunday. I think
the submission underground.
Because I remembered it was weird. It was like not after the PFL. They don't have it on fucking.
It's on Sunday though. I love to watch those sometimes on Sunday.
I don't know who it is. It's probably Mason Fowler. I think it's another tag team. It's another tag team jiu-jitsu fight with match. Which there was one last time. It's pretty crazy. It was like
I don't care.
Ricky Simone. It was like Ricky Simone and his cousin.
Oh, Ricky Simone and his cousin and
what?
Me and I don't care. Who's the solo guys?
It was pretty crazy.
Who are the solo guys that are grappling? What solo bouts do they have? Like anything?
Find it.
What do you mean? You just searched it up.
They don't have it on.
No, don't look that way. That's a bad way to look. If that's the way you're looking.
So we got it's Mason Fowler versus Kyle Chambers is the main event.
Okay, so that's important.
What?
I thought the fucking tag team was the main event. That's the way I was getting the message from you.
Richie Martinez.
Yeah, this is fucking a bunch.
Oh, your favorite. We got Jillian Robertson again.
Oh my god, I love her.
She just fucking competes fucking every week.
Yeah, why doesn't she just fucking go sign?
They probably pay her. She's like, fuck it. I just
Do they pay these people or no?
100%.
True.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Benji Silva and that is Jake Ellenberger versus Carlos Condit in the co-main.
What the fuck? Fuck all that tag. That's what I mean. Fuck the tag team.
It doesn't even list the tag team. That'll probably be the co-main though. That'll probably be the actual co-main, and you'll be pissed. You'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, that's exciting. That's an.
There was some like it was actually pretty good fucking tag team grappling because there was some major beef. Like one guy was talking a lot of shit, had left the other guy's gym, yada yada yada. But enough on that. But obviously, we'll probably tune into the Submission Underground on Sunday. If anybody has any interest in jiu-jitsu specifically or grappling, feel free to throw that on. There's usually you can usually find that online. And but yeah, I think that pretty much does it for this week, Serge. Unless you got anything else you want to add, bud.
Not in. I think that's it for this week. I think that's us wrapping up Fight Guys for the week. I think that's on Saturday. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those good weeks this week. We're gonna have a bounce back week, better week than last week. Pull it all through.
I think that goes without saying. If we do worse, then holy fuck, you may not see us again.
You may take a break for a while. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming out. It's been awesome. I offer you this. It's been awesome to have you back in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, bro.
Hope you're doing well with the new job. Hope everything's going well, man. Hope you're enjoying your day off, man. Love that you're coming back to watch the replays and everything like that. Everyone hit the like and subscribe button. We're still growing the channel, even though we don't really push it
even if we don't say it.
I love it. Appreciate it, everybody. Thank you.
Natural.
Everybody, Have a good night. I hope you do. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, peace out, everybody. If you ain't a fight guy, fuck you.
There you go.